Hello everyone and welcome. This video is going to go over how to calculate reimbursement funds from the personalized schedule of each child. We will progress through this video quickly, so please feel free to pause, rewind, and rewatch the video to understand each section. 4 types of reimbursement exist, and we will go over each one to make sure you understand where each of them are used. Think of them as 4 separate buckets. Each bucket is separate and their funds cannot be combined with each other. Each of them have a different amount of money, and that money is approved for different things. The mid-year enrollment amounts will be shown as well. The custom-built bucket is the trickiest bucket because of how customizable each child's schedule is. This bucket is for custom-built courses in periods 2, 3, 4, and/or 6 on your child's schedule. This bucket receives $225 for each applicable course. This means that if my child has periods 2, 3, 4, and 6 all as custom-built courses, then they would have $900 available for reimbursement from the custom-built bucket. These funds are fluid, meaning that you don't have to restrict yourself to $225 per subject. If your child only needs $100 for language arts, but more funds for science, it is approved to share those funds accordingly, as long as you only share them with custom-built periods 2, 3, 4, and 6. You have from September 25th to April 30th to submit any requests for reimbursement. This window is the same for all types of reimbursement. If you have more than one custom-built course, then you may submit up to 4 requests for reimbursement. If you only have one single custom-built course, then you may submit up to 2 requests for reimbursement. Custom-built reimbursement funds are approved for secular learning materials, tutoring and lessons between August and May, and educational supplies. The third-party provider bucket is for only tuition for a community or group taught course on your child's schedule. This bucket receives $300 for each third-party provider period on the schedule. This means that if my child has 2 third-party provider periods on their schedule, they would receive $300 for each period. However, and this is important, you may not combine the funds from multiple third-party provider periods. Each third-party provider period gets its own $300, which cannot transfer over to other third-party provider periods. The reimbursement window is the same for all types of reimbursement. You may submit up to 2 requests for reimbursement for each third-party provider period. Third-party provider funds are approved for only tuition for a standard, non-customized, publicly available group class held between August and May. The Period 5 bucket is for technology and entrepreneurship courses in Period 5 on your child's schedule. This bucket receives different amounts depending on the course type. If the course is a MyTech High Direct course, then $0 is available for reimbursement because MyTech High pays for that course. If the course is a custom-built course, then $225 is available for reimbursement. If the course is a third-party provider, then $300 is available for reimbursement. Remember that each bucket is separate and their funds cannot be combined with each other. You may be wondering why this period isn't combined with either of the 2 previous buckets. This is because of our passion that all students need education in technology and entrepreneurship as a foundation for their success in college, career, and life. And therefore, we have dedicated funds specific for this period. It is one of the highlights of the MyTech High program and is what sets us apart from other educational institutions. You may submit up to 2 requests for reimbursement for Period 5. What the funds are approved for depends on the course type. Refer to the earlier sections of this video for that information. All students will receive a technology allowance of up to $500 per year to help pay for access to a computer, internet, and other approved educational resources. This bucket receives $500 for all students in grades 1 through 12 and $250 for all students in kindergarten. You may submit up to 2 requests for reimbursement for each child. The technology allowance funds are approved for many different kinds of technology, such as computers, speakers, electronic devices, and internet fees. You may also use these funds to purchase additional educational resources, such as supplies or books, and even items approved for custom-built and third-party provider classes. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that it helps answer any questions about how to calculate and use your reimbursement funds. For more information about the reimbursement process or a list of approved and non-approved items, please visit mytechhigh.com/parentlink.